Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy KCFL, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I want to apologize, y'all, because I know I was supposed to do the the AEW Dynamite review, but this has been a very hectic week for me. Your man is back on the road. Like I said, it's hard for me to get in here to do the reviews like I want to do them, because when I get on the road like that, your man just be tired as heck. I come home, all I want to do is lay down. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to hop on the line, do no garbage review. I don't want to do none of that. I want to just get my rest on. But I know tonight, I said, look, let me go ahead and give you my honest review about Rampage. I'll talk a tad bit about Dynamite. And I'm going to address the comment section on my Sasha Banks and Naomi video, because the fallout took place tonight last night on SmackDown, because it's Saturday morning now. Ladies and gentlemen, like I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest time, when people understand their worth and they understand who they are, they have enough of being quote unquote treated as a such, or treated as slaves, if that's what you want to call it. And when your button is pushed way too long, when your button gets pushed and you get pushed and you get pushed and you get pushed more, you just have enough. And I do not blame those two ladies. I don't blame them at all. I don't give a crap what WWE got to say. WWE can talk all that buffoonish crap they said. Having Michael Cole say what he said sounding goofy as heck. I seen the video, and Pat McAfee, that look on his face says everything. He said, what? They didn't let me down. They about to let you down, Michael Cole, but they didn't let me down. Nope, they didn't let me down either. But Dynamite, I'm gonna be 1,000% with y'all, man. Dynamite was okay. It wasn't great. Listen, the name of the game, kudos to them getting their ratings back up. They did 922. But the name of the game is, you got to get cats to give a crap about what you present. Just don't give me great matches and think that that's what's going to get me to tune into the show. You got to get me to give a crap about what you are presenting. If you are presenting trash, I mean, listen, I cover the show, so I'm going to watch it regardless. But if you're trying to get people who don't really watch a program to tune in, you got to get them to care. If you just throwing trash together and calling it a day and think like, oh, this is excellent. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I don't know the young man's name, the Japanese cat that Heyman went against. I've seen him wrestle. This is the second time I believe I've seen him wrestle. I wish AEW would give us a backstory about this young man. We know he came from the New Japan and the DDT stuff. Bruh, give us a video package or something, so for the cats who really don't understand, who know who this cat is, let us understand who this cat is by giving us a video package of where he came from, who he is, and what is he trying to do right now. Why is he in the States? Why is he going against the champion? What's the point? Listen, was the match great? Yeah, the match was off the chain, but the problem is, that's the problem with Tony Khan. Tony Khan just think, I'm gonna give you a great match, and that's how I suck you in. No, it's not about suckering us in with a match. It's the story behind it. It's what you're trying to tell us. The cats did a great job of telling the story in the match. The problem is, a lot of us don't know who the cat was. Like, I don't even remember his name. I gotta go look it up. I just know he went against Heyman, and Punk was on commentary, and he used the go to sleep to lay him out. So basically, the whole segment was who's in whose head, and the whole fact is, CM Punk he's got real estate in Heyman's head. He has real estate. CM Punk already won. He's already won the match because you allowed him to get in your head. As of right now, the two babyfaces going at it, but CM Punk has psychologically already won the match, because the fact that you get off of how you do things by trying to quote unquote impress him by using the go to sleep when that's his move. Buckshot Lariat is you, former teacher. That's you, cowboy poop. That's how you supposed to get things done. Instead, you allowing that man to get, live rent free in your head. That's what I said. The man already won. He already lost the match. CM Punk is winning. I'm sold. CM Punk is getting that championship, whether people like it or not. I don't want CM Punk to win the championship right now. I don't. I still think Heyman got another title run in him. I still think he still got a little bit more to give. But Tony Khan I got to get this championship on CM Punk. Hey, we'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But outside of that, the storytelling with those two, I think, It's okay. A lot of people want a little bit more oomph to it. I get it, but it's about a psychological thing. You're the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and the fact is, you supposed to be the guy when the guy that was away for 7+ years, almost 8+ years, is already taking over your spot, and you ain't even really done nothing with the championship. So you out here trying to impress him and try to make it seem that you're better than him, when in actuality he's better than you. The question is, when these two get in the ring, let's see how well they gel, because that's what it all comes down to. The story of this is a psychological mindset. It's psychological at best. That's the story that they're trying to tell. I'm going to talk about the tag team situation. There's so many different... Listen, AEW is so tag team heavy. We got half the card is already tag team matches. I told you. Tony Khan is so infested with these tag team matches, he can't help himself. Multi-man match here. This multi-man match, it's like he cannot help himself. He is infested with tag team wrestling, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is, you don't have to have the entire card full of tag team matches. Give us 3. If 2 of them be multi-man tag team matches, fine. This fool said, I got to give you 5. He can't help himself. He just can't. And then, with the tag team title situation, this clown is giving us a preview of the match before the match. That's what I don't want to see, because whoever wins is a dead giveaway that they not winning at the pay-per-view. So why the clown are we getting this match? You could have just gave us the doggone rinky-dink trash contract signing. And I know a lot of people like, how many times we're going to see it? Give it to us, because these cats want what Jurassic Express have. Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs, they want it. Swerve and Keith Lee, they want it. And they got a new tag team name. It's Swerve in His Glory or something like that. That's dope. I like that. Give us something where they don't have to be in the ring wrestling. But the fact that we getting a triple threat for the FTW championship, at this point, nobody needs to win that, because if whoever wins, that's a dead giveaway that they're not winning at the pay-per-view. So that's kind of why I'm like the way I am. I don't want to see cats wrestle each other before the pay-per-view. I don't like that. It's almost like you're giving away the match, so when the match happens, you ain't gonna give a crap about it. And that's what I don't like. I don't like that stuff, man. It's like Tony Khan does this stuff way too much. I'm like, bro, chill with that. A lot of people was hating on Serena Deeb's promo. Serena actually hits. Listen, she says some stuff that a lot of people weren't paying attention. Now, her delivery was kind of off. I say this, Serena does need work in the promo package. She needs to listen. I think as of right now, this is no knock against Serena. Serena excels when it's the video package promo. When she cuts a promo and it's just her. Now, when she's in front of the audience, I think she still needs a little work. But what she said, she rubbed some people the wrong way. She called Vince McMahon and them a pedophile. She said perverts. She said that's what they are, old perverts. She's not lying. She hit the nail on the coffin. She told the truth in the promo that she was trying to tell, when she said people don't believe that I'm going to beat Thunder Rosa. And the fact, you of all people, who is she talking about? She's talking about Dustin Rhodes. He came out there. There's a situation that makes me think there's a possibility. I know Thunder just got it, and there's a lot of people that's complaining that Thunder Rosa has been booked like trash. You know what? She has. But you know what, man? They've been saying that Thunder Rosa has been banged up. If Serena takes the championship off her at Double or Nothing, people are going to be like, it's going to be mixed emotions. I'm going to be like this. Well, obviously she must be that hurt. She must be that banged up. So if she's that banged up, let her chill. Let her get her injuries or whatever she needs to get, healed up or whatever. And if Serena somehow still has the championship back, then you put the championship back on Thunder. So Thunder will become a 2-time champ. But like I say, if Thunder goes over, Tony Khan is going to have to do everything in his power to make Thunder Rosa's title run top tier, because as of right now, it's been second fiddle. So the clowns that's been complaining about it, they got every right to be upset. I'm not finna sit up here and sugarcoat the situation. Thunder Rosa has hardly been on TV, but I believe she may possibly be banged up, like people are saying. She may have some injuries that we don't know about. But like I say, that promo, the situation, she said some stuff that was deep. You know. I'm trying to think of all the other stuff. Okay. The 5-on-5 that's finna happen. Now, I've been wondering what the heck happened to Yuta. I guess Yuta been going on his own war tour somewhere else. The situation that happened after the show went off the air caused some kind of heat between Eddie Kingston and DB and them. Or BD. So obviously they beefing with Chris Jericho and them. Chris Jericho talked about he want to have another Stadium Stampede match. And Moxie said, heck to the freaking no. We ain't doing that sports entertainment board jive. We finna have an anarchy type of match. I don't know what the clown that is. I guess they just... This is just AEW basically giving us their own versions of beat the bricks off your opponent matches. That's basically what the match is called. It's called a beat the bricks off your opponent match. Because that's all they're going to be doing. But it was some situation that happened. Eddie Kingston was trying to go after Jericho. Brian was like, no, man, we ain't doing that. So he pushed the man on the ground. And it was just something. I don't know if they squat. I don't know. I hope they did. Like I said, I don't know why cats just get caught up so quick. I don't get it. Y'all wrestlers, man, like cut the clowning, man. Like y'all supposed to go out there and try to have fun with one another. I don't know why it is that certain cats, they get triggered by what somebody do, and then next thing you know, they hate and they mad at it. I'm like, bro, it's wrestling, man. Calm the heck down. I don't know. And then Brian messed around and got his leg caught in the ring. Word is out that Brian was the wacko that came up with the goofy spot. Silly, just goofiness. I'm trying to think. Oh, MJF situation. So Warlow basically didn't sell the straps, but you could tell you seen the straps. MJF beat the brakes off of him, and then Shawn Spears beat the brakes off of him. He's just standing there like it's all good until he got hit, kicked in the nuts. Now my question is, does Warlow go over? It's a huge possibility that Warlow can go over because as of right now, as you can see, MJF has been on a losing streak. Like that's been his whole game right now. He's been on the losing streak. He's been losing like crazy, and they may continue this. Now my question is, how well do these two gel? Because I got to give MJF props. As much as I call him a clown, the clown has done everything in his power to get Warlow into the top. As of right now, he's more over of a babyface than the AEW World Champion is right now. As of right now, Warlow is the biggest babyface in AEW right now, hands down. And that is a great job to Tony Khan and a great job to MJF and Shawn Spears for doing their job. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I told you right there is a prime example. If a wrestling promoter wants to get somebody over, they will do everything in their power to get them over. Fast forward, like I said, if it's anything, because like I said, right now I'm drawing a blank. The Young Bucks, they called out Sting and them. They did that on Rampage and all that stuff. I didn't even talk about the two Jokers. Maki Ito from New Japan scene and the Stardom. She came in and basically got beat down by Britt Baker. And Johnny Mundo, aka John Morrison, came through as Johnny Elite. And I didn't even notice. Him and Samoa Joe never had a match together. As long as these two been wrestling, I could have sworn they wrestled each other before, especially WWE. It's never happened before. A botch happened in the match, but they recovered. So Kyle O'Reilly, Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, and there's one more clown. Who am I forget? Dang. Oh man, who was the last clown in the on Heart Cup? Man, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. Forgive me, y'all. Those are the last four. There's a possibility that Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly may meet up. We'll see. We'll see how it happens. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Kyle O'Reilly went against Ray Phoenix. Match was great, but you already knew Ray Phoenix and them won the winner. I'm trying to think, is there any other situation, anything else I need to talk about? Because there was some other things that happened on Dynamite, but like I said, Dynamite was decent, but like I said, it is what it is. Rampage, on the other hand, Rampage needs to be live. Ladies and gentlemen, Rampage needs to be live. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I do like tape Rampages could be decent, but the problem is when it's already presented, when they already taped it, cats are gonna just go online and read what they said. They say, I really don't need to watch it. This show was basically about the promos and getting us ready for Double or Nothing. That's all it was. So let me go ahead and break down the show. First match, House of Black went against Evil Uno 10 and Fuego del Sol. Now, last week, Fuego del Sol, clown behind, called out House of Black for the 18th million time, talking about, you guys may have jumped me, you guys may have defeated me, you guys may have beat the brakes off of me, but I'm still standing here, and I got some help. I got Evil Uno and 10, and guess what happened? They got killed again. It was a waste of time. Now, the match started off like a joke. It started off like a jobbers match, but then the three of them showed up, and they actually made House of Black work. But you already knew what was going to happen. House of Black and them winning. Now, after the match, Death Triangle came out. Now, they had something covered up under a blanket. Everybody walked to the back. Pentagon Jr. stayed out there. He took the thing off, and it was a tombstone that read House of Black, but it had Double or Nothing, and it said R.I.P. House of Black. And I'm sitting up and saying to myself, are they teasing a Buried Alive? AEW finna do their own version of a Buried Alive match? Now, it kind of piqued my interest. Now, it's a multi-man match, but it calls for it because they have beef with them. I told you, multi-man matches for me only work if they have a beef. This multi-man match, I don't have a problem with. Now, it's unfortunate that it's a rematch from the other pay-per-view because they did wrestle each other at the last pay-per-view. They wrestled each other on the doggone pre-show. Now, it's a possibility that they may get on the main card. So, it is kind of funny how this matchup did take place on the pre-show at Revolution. Now it's taking place on the main card, Double or Nothing. That's kind of funny to me. But we'll see. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of piqued my interest because I said, okay, AEW is doing a version of a Buried Alive match, but so maybe they might call it a Tombstone match. I'm not sure. That's all they did. They just had my man pull the blanket off, and you seen the tombstone and said R.I.P. House of Black, Double or Nothing. That's it. So we'll find out. So, young lady, this is her name. Her name is Lexi Nair. She interviewed the Gun Club with Max Caster. So apparently, on Dark, Max Caster's injury, so the leg injury is worse than we thought. He posted a picture of himself in the hospital bed, and I just shook my head in disappointment. And I said, Tony Khan, you failed the Acclaim. You failed them bad, man. The Acclaim were on the rise, and now look at them. They're nothing more than circus clowns. Now, yes, they were circus clowns before, but they was overset. Matter of fact that you done stuck them together with the Gun Club, and now Anthony Bowens is out for who knows how long. Max Caster ain't going nowhere. They talk about when Bowens gets back, we're going to have an outstanding scissors party. Who gives a rat's behind about that, man? That's just stupid. Saban was dumb. So, we got a backstage promo. FTR talking with Tony Schiavone. They respond to Romper Vice on their challenge for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. Fellas, they said, since you called us out, we take these championships serious. This is what I do to provide for my wife and my daughter. This is what I do. And Cash says the same thing. And they said, if there's a fight you want, you're on. We'll see you clowns at Dynamite. Perfect. The top guys out. FTR, I ain't no way in the world that I thought FTR could pull the babyface thing off. FTR, as of right now, are my favorite tag team in AEW. Right now, I have to give these clowns nothing more than respect that they deserve. FTR is on the roll. I was not on the bandwagon. Now, check this out. I did like them. I liked them when they was in NXT. They was putting on great matches. But I wasn't on their bandwagon this much because I've had the opportunity to see how good they could be. They are killing this babyface thing, y'all. FTR is on the roll with this babyface thing. I can't hate on them at all. They are great at babyface. I didn't think they was going to be able to do it. They're doing an outstanding job. And this segment was great. So kudos to them. Looking forward to the match. You know FTR and them is winning. Keep this thing going. Don't know where it's going to end with FTR. Where's the final end game with them. But keep it going. That's all I got to say. So, yep. So they just talk about that. And, yeah, like I said, they challenged them on Dynamite. So that's basically what it was. So, now, Shawn Spears had the opportunity to go in against another big guy. Well, this big guy just wasn't no ordinary big guy. Everybody remembers, Nikki Cross's, aka Nikki Trash's husband, Killian Dane, when he was in WWE. Now he has a clean shaven head. He's bald headed. His new name is now Big Damo. Sean Spears basically wiped the floor with him. After he wiped the floor with the man, he hopped on the mic and said, I'm not going to war with you, Wardlow. I'm your kryptonite. You're going to war with me in a steel cage. Right to the point, said what he had to say. And MJF is going to be a special guest referee next week. So that's that. So backstage, Adam Cole and then the Elite, they talked about the situation. There's a huge possibility that they may end up going against each other. Now, it's very funny how the two of them sound like everything is all good, as if we don't remember what the clown happened in NXT before the two of them left. Because the last time you seen them two in the ring going against each other, they were trying to take each other's heads off. They're like, oh, that man, this would be great. I'd love to go against you, man. It'd be an honor to go against you, man. This would be great. I'm like, so the fact that they talking about it and they putting it out there, it makes me wonder. I don't know if we're gonna go, if that's gonna be the final decision. I don't know. I'm not sure how that's gonna roll. It could not. Oh yeah, Samoa Joe got jumped by Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh on Dynamite. So that was that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for me, Young Bucks, they challenged the Hardys. They called them out. They said, we'll see you clowns. The greatest tag team of the 2000s versus the greatest tag team of this era. We'll see you clowns at Double or Nothing. Listen, it is what it is. Obviously, this is going to be the spot fest. You know, cats are going to be jumping off of stuff, super kicking folk. I'm already expecting it. I'm expecting them to go the distance, to do all the clown stuff that they plan on doing. More than likely, you know the Hardys are going over. That's no question. They're going over. Now, for me, ladies and gentlemen, so after this match right here, this matchup was okay. Listen, for me, for right now, Red Velvet, as of right now, is one of the best sellers in AEW. Red can sell her behind off, and she sold for Chris like it was nothing. She sold for Chris. Now, the story that's being told, everybody and their mama know Chris Statlander is going to be the one to dethrone Miss TBS champion herself, Jade Cargill. It's no question. After Chris defeated Red, Kiera Hogan and Jade and Red hopped up and started jumping. And now, I wish they would have introduced her. See, I want to say Impact. Rampage is so under time constraint that they don't really have time to introduce nobody. For this matchup, you magically just saw Ruby Soho sitting on commentary because obviously she's going against whoever won this match. And she get into it with Jericho, and she told Jericho, I can't wait to see you get your butt kicked and all this crazy stuff. So, after the match, they jump in Statlander. Ruby come out to the ring, and that's when they all jump them and all that stuff. And then Anna Jay come running out there. She take Mark Sterling's crutch and start beating the bricks off of Jade, stepping her nose into their business and all this crazy stuff. So obviously, you know what's about to happen. We're going to get Anna Jay versus Jade. So that's that. So we got a video package of Tony Nese, Mark Sterling, Danhausen, and Hook training for the match that's going to take place on the pre-show. Now, I'm conflicted about this match. I said Danhausen and Hook more than likely is going to win, but I think Danhausen is going to turn on Hook. I firmly believe that. I believe that without a shadow of a doubt. I believe that the heel turn is coming because you keep running around here calling this clown the evil guy. He's the evil Danhausen. He's a babyface, but they call him evil. The evil, right? Well, Hook ain't even want nothing to do with this clown, let alone be in the same building as him. Now you see these two clowns working out, doing all this crazy stuff. Mark Sterling, Tony Nese, they working out because you know Tony Nese's gimmick. He's the premier athlete. That's his gimmick. All this crazy stuff, right? I got a confirmed feeling in my gut. Danhausen is going to turn on Hook, and that's going to give Hook his first loss. I could be wrong. It's too less. They could probably win the match, and then after the match, Dan turn on him. It can happen that way, but some made me think Dan gonna turn on him. Now we get this talking segment. Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, Dan Lambert. Now Word through the grapevine is there was supposed to be a mixed tag team match. It's been pulled because Miss Paige Van Flair, whatever her last name, she's not ready. So, and I'm sitting up here saying to myself, Tony Khan messed this whole TNT title picture up. The entire TNT title picture is a complete jobber's fest. My man Scorpion Sky looks like a complete afterthought. Sammy Guevara, he's just there to be there. Tyra Conti, she's just there to be there. Same thing with Ethan Page and Dan Lambert. It's a complete waste of time. The whole segment was not even worth it. So they out there trying to talk. Next thing you know, Sammy pop up on TV. Hey, we got the championship. But hey, it means much more to us anyway. Take the title, they beat it with a sledgehammer, and that's how the segment goes off. They trying hard to do something, but Tony Khan messed the segment. He didn't mess the whole TNT title picture up. He messed it up. It's the TNT title picture is a complete jobber's title. It's irrelevant. The FTW championship that's not even used as a title on the show is more relevant than this piece of trash is now. And it's unfortunate that we hold on to it. It's unfortunate. That's why I'll get on Tony Khan's case. How come the moment we get our hands on this title, it becomes a complete jobber's title? Remember what I said. Look at the situation that's going on with Wardlow. Wardlow's situation is outstanding. I love it. It's great. Fast forward to this situation. I want this trash to be off my TV. Tony Khan, if he wanted to book the TNT title picture great, he could. He chooses not to. I told you, the moment we got the championship, it just turned into a doggone tokenism title. He doesn't even care about it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, man. I'm telling you, I'm like, dog. It's unfrustrating, man. It's frustrating. It's unfortunate because I like Sky, and you had Ethan Page versus Sky sitting right at the table. You had it at the table, but you decided to go the route that you went. I could have went with Ethan Page and Dan Lambert turning on Sky, and they say, listen, you went down with us from the jump. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even have that championship if it wasn't for us, clown. Goon, we got something. Sky was over as a babyface. He was over. Now, he just an afterthought now. Cats is like, we tired of this fool. We get the title off of him. It's sad, man. It's sad. I'm like, man, the TNT title was one of my favorite belts on AEW. Now it's a joke title. It's a waste of time. It's like, what's the point of the championship being on the show? There's no point. So, like I said, that's that segment, man. So it is what it is. We get a backstage segment. Now, this segment, I like this segment. This is a great segment. Tony Schiavone is talking with Dr. D&D Britt Baker and her backstage or outside of wrestling road girl, Tony Storm. The two of them are getting ready to meet up in the Horn Art Tournament. And Storm basically told Britt, it's all funny business because where your girls at? The only reason you win matches is because of girls. Can you win by yourself? Tony Storm has basically taken this opportunity that she's gotten and she's running with it. And I got to support this young lady. I wasn't on the bandwagon when she was in WWE because I was watching stuff and I was watching how she was being presented. And here's my deal. I never said the young lady could not wrestle because Toni Storm is a great wrestler. I just was not on her bandwagon because I'm watching her and I'm like, I don't know what she brings to the table. Now I feel like she's coming to her own. She ain't scripted. Obviously, she don't need to be scripted. And she's taking it and she's running with it. And I'm like, man, this is what I want for every single lady on AEW. People be thinking I be race baiting all the time. I want every lady, no matter her race, to look to shine. I want them all to do great. Toni Storm she came to AEW and she's running away with this thing. I loved it. It was a great segment. Excellent. Rampage wins with the promos. Rampage, if you just wanted to watch the show for promo wise, great. Excellent. So, before we get to the main event, we get Jade Cargill, Red, and Kiera Hogan talking to Tony. And Mark Sterling standing in the background. Jade Cargill she's coming to her own, ladies and gentlemen. A year removed from when she first showed up. Young lady was nervous as heck. She couldn't talk. She was out there cold switching with you know who. She came in there. She said, Tony, cut the... Matter of fact, get your behind up out of here. Listen, Anna J, you want to come up here and stick your nose in my business? You want another A whooping? Because you want another butt whooping like how I gave you before? Fine. I'll see your tail at Double or Nothing. We out. Baddie section. Let's roll. She's taking this segment on like a boss. That's what I like. I respect that about my girl, Jade Cargill. But listen, the thing about Jade Cargill for me is getting better in the ring. But I am riding this wave. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. Tony Khan, do this for everybody else. Don't just do it for Jade, man. Do it for everybody else, man. Do it for Sky. Do it for the Colts. Do it for Hobbs. Do it for Keith. Do it for Swerve, man. Do it for Ricky, man. You got the cats. Come on, man. Come on. You can do it, bro. Come on, man. Well, listen, this is why I get on your case. That segment was great, man. I love everything she said, man. I said she coming into her own. She coming into her own, ladies and gentlemen. People be hating on Jade Cargill just because. Hate all you want. She said, you call me green? Sure. I smell like money. I look like money. Tell Tony Schiavone, cut the poo. Get the clown out of my face. Move. Prestige. Move on. So, we get to the main event, and I didn't care nothing about the main event. I'm sorry. I know my John Moxley hardcore fans ain't going to like what I'm about to say about this. But this was Bryan and Moxley's worst match. I didn't care nothing about this match at all because you already knew the outcome was going to be. Dante and Matt Sydal basically did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. This wasn't even a main event worthy match. To tell you the truth, it wasn't. This was just them because they want to get this Blackpool stuff over to where it's supposed to be. Matt Sydal and Dante Martin are nothing more than jobber material at this point. Dante Martin was out his own. He was out here outshining everybody. And now, every time I see Dante, I'm expecting him to lose. And that's sad. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like every time I see Dante Martin on my TV screen, I expect him to lose. It shouldn't be like that. But every time I see Dante Martin, every time, it's like, you know he going to lose. And Matt Sydal, who just coming off an injury, you know he going to lose. So, Bryan and Moxley win the match. They got my man Dante Martin to tap out like a little punk. So after the match, here come the JAS squad. They come out, they jump him. Then here comes Santana, Ortiz, Eddie Kingston. And then Bryan, that's when he decides to go over there and get his leg caught in the ring. And that's how the show went off. Best match on the show. If I had to rank between the matches that I've seen, as much as I don't really like the multi-man matches, you got to go with the first match. I mean, it is what it is. So, now, I got to give Tony Khan props on this. AEW is starting to adopt the moving graphic situation like how WWE does. Shout out to my man, WWE Banana, or whoever he is. I know you're hardcore AEW head. Whoever it is that run that Twitter account. They was the first ones. They tagged AEW and they said, hey, AEW, we give you some. How about you do the moving graphics? They took CM Punk's and Heyman's moving graphic, and Tony Khan said, say less. AEW is now doing the moving graphics thing, and I'll say, you know what? This is great. Now, I can't wait to see when everybody get their moving graphics. Everybody doesn't have their moving graphic yet, but I think we got a total of right now. I think we up to about 9 matches now. Listen, keep it up. Get creative with it. I don't want you to do copy and paste like WWE, but get kind of creative. I want you to get more creative with the situation. I like it. Because what it does, it gets you hyped for the match, because that's what WWE used to do back in the day. Now they kind of brought it back a little bit. The moving graphic, when you see the two clowns that's finna face each other and they all looking like they ready to go at it, that's tight. I like that. That's great. I got to give Tony Khan props on that. That's an excellent situation. But kudos to the dude that tweeted at them and said, hey, I think y'all might want to try this moving graphic situation. And my man was like, shoot, say less. I'm going to do it. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and let's talk about the aftermath. Sasha, Naomi, let's talk about them. Let's talk about them. And I got to go to my page. I got to go to it. Now, this is huge because, like I said, every news outlet is talking about it. So, last night on SmackDown, Michael Cole said that Sasha and Naomi have been suspended indefinitely. They went into the locker room. They went into the office of John Laurinaitis. They sat their tag team titles down and they walked out. And they let everybody down. They let the WWE down. They let the fans down. Now, Pat McAfee's reaction basically said nothing. It said a whole lot without saying anything. Ain't nobody listening to Michael Cole say that bull jive, because that was a bull jive statement. So many of us are supporting Sasha and Naomi every single step of the way. These are my girls. I love the both of them. I enjoy the mess out of them. I'm going to ride with these girls no matter what. No matter the decision. Now, I pray to God they don't go back to the E. I don't want neither one of them to go back. Sasha, go run to Hollywood. Now, before you go to run, before you go run to Hollywood, let Tony Khan talk to you and let them get you signed in. Naomi, the same thing, because the both of them would be a major upgrade for the AEW's roster. They would be for the women's roster, for AEW as a whole. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about CM Punk and Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole being game changers. You ain't seen game changers yet until Sasha and Naomi make the switch. Sasha and Naomi make the switch to AEW. It's a wrap. It's over. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't tell me nothing about people being the needle mover and all this crazy stuff. These two jump ship and they come to AEW. Whoo! Listen, they will be such a huge help for the AEW women's locker room. Now, I got to address it. I had to address the situation. If Sasha does come, I hope she and Miss Baddie, Kiera Hogan, squash whatever beef they got. Because I don't need that toxicity in the AEW women's locker room. Whatever beef they had, they need to squash it, let it die. Let it die. Heck, if you want to do a storyline where it's the two of them versus Jay's two baddies, by all means, fine. That's great. And if I'm Bianca, if I'm Montez, if I'm Angelo Dawkins, when our contracts are up, I'm jumping ship too. Come on over. Fools have been lusting, they've been grinding, they've been wanting it. They've been talking about they want Jay versus Bianca. Well, if they make the jump, we can get it. People want it. You know, I wasn't even really tripping about it, but now the fact that Cat's been talking about it, I say, you know what? Let's have that thing. Let's have it happen. Let's see Jay versus Bianca. I would prefer Bianca come over to AEW than Jay go to WWE, because we already know Vince don't care nothing about the black talent. He don't care about women's wrestling, period. It's a waste of time, folks. It's a waste of time. He don't care. So, I want to address the people that was in my comment section. First of all, it's funny to say how the fact that I titled the video Sasha and Naomi, and the video went crazy. Almost dang at 800 plus views. That's crazy to say. Comment section was going nuts. And salute to the cast who was in 1,000% agreement with me. They had nothing but respect. I respect y'all. Y'all respect me. But the fools that came in my comment section talking that bull jive that y'all was talking, y'all can kick rocks. Y'all can move the heck on. Because y'all know y'all speaking bull jive. That's all y'all talking. Y'all know dang well Vince McMahon and them ain't nothing more than what they are. Well, like I said, they are. First of all, word came out that Sasha and Naomi was called the N-word by who? Bruce Pritchard. Now, people don't want to say that happened, but it did happen, because it's an insider that was right there who said the whole time. They said it the whole time. So the fact that you want to sit up here and call me a race baiter, talk to that clown Bruce Pritchard. Why would he run in there and call in the N-word? Why? Because they ain't quote-unquote going by the status quo as the slave master tells them to do. The slave master known as Vince McMahon wanted them to do some bull crap that didn't make no type of sense. But you telling me I'm tripping. You telling me, oh, it was a lot of former black WWE fans that, black WWE wrestlers who had nothing but high praise. That's because they got the butter biscuits in their mouth. They gonna shuck and jive for Vince McMahon every day. We talking the same fool that had blackface on his show not once, not twice, dang near 3 or 4 times. We talking about the same fool that said the N-word on TV and had Booker T in the same segment. He called himself saying it to John Cena thinking that was great. Yeah, that clown. Oh, you gonna say, oh, that's scripted. No, it's not scripted. That's the fool. That's how he get down. Y'all fools know that's how he get down. I don't want to hear that foolishness coming in my comment section talking all that bull jive. Like I said, man, listen, if you ain't gonna say something productive, keep it moving. I told you, if you have a disagreement, disagree in a respectful manner. Don't be coming to me calling me out my name because you know dang well what I'm talking about is off the chain and what I'm saying is facts. Because you're not gonna hear this on nobody else's channel. You're just not. Vince McMahon could care less. He don't give a crap about Naomi, Sasha, Bianca, Montez. He don't care nothing about the women over there. If your name ain't wrong, listen, the only women he care about is Becky and Charlotte. That's it. And Ronda as of right now. Becky, Charlotte, Ronda. That's it. If I didn't name you, you just there to be there. That's it. It's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. And I heard they changed LA Knight's name. LA Knight got a new name. They calling him Max Dupree. I'm like, that's all Vince know how to do. He don't know how to go with what Triple H gave him, and he got to change it up. And speaking of Triple H, now apparently Triple H, it's funny. Stephanie is quote unquote, she's taking a leave of absence while Triple H quote unquote is back full time. What kind of foolishness is that? I don't know. But that's what they're talking about. That's what they're saying. But I just wanted to address those comments because I had somebody else in there. Then I had some fool talk about nobody cares about women's wrestling. Well, first of all, why the clowns you come in my comment section and say that? Obviously, you did care. You cared enough to leave that goofy man comment. If you didn't care, you wouldn't have left that silly comment. That's why I say, if you don't care, keep it moving. Thumbs down the video and keep it moving. You ain't gotta leave no garbage man comment. I told you. If you're going to comment and disagree with me, disagree in a respectful manner. Don't be coming in there talking no bull jive because I call you out on your bull jive. I ain't got to mention who your name is because then I'll give you the spotlight. I just say what I said. What I said is fact and y'all don't like it. You get triggered. That's the problem. Y'all fools got triggered by what I was talking about because I was spitting nothing but facts about your favorite wrestling promoter. Y'all clowns love Vince McMahon. Y'all worship the grind, anything he do. I told y'all clowns. I'm not a wrestling fan without that fool, but I understand that fool could care less about me as a fan. He don't care nothing less about me as a man. He don't care. He don't give a crap. That's why I don't tune into the product. Fool's gonna say, well, you talk, I don't watch it. I told you, it's an occasion thing with me when it comes to WWE. It's an occasion. I more so favor AEW, and I clown Tony Khan because Tony Khan be doing bull jive all the time. He don't do everything great. Like I said, Rampage needs to be live. This tape bull jive it ain't cutting it. It's not cutting it, man. Rampage got to be live. It no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It has to be. Rampage must be live at all times. But listen, salute to the new cats that came through. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all got to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I know some of y'all been wondering. I have not been putting my intro into it. Man, it's for some reason it takes forever to infuse the intro in the video. It takes way too long. I'm gonna have to figure out something else how to get my intro in the video because it's like, man, it takes forever to put that intro in my videos. I say, you know what, man, I'll just upload the video and call it a day. Because a lot of y'all, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all skip the intro anyway, just want to hear exactly what I got to say when it's concerning wrestling. Because like I said, you know I'm going to do everything in my power to keep it real over here. But like I said, that's that. Hit the comment section up. Y'all know what to do. Keep it in a respect level. Keep it at a respect level. I told you. But like I said, for all the ones that was in the 1,000% agree with me, salute. Keep up. Keep doing what y'all got to do. Get the video out there. Share it. Like it. Do all you got to do. This is your boy, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Salute. I'm gone. I'll let you boy.